Our first victim profile is that of William Sandoval. Detective Angel Sanchez with the East Palo Alto Police Department is here to provide background on this homicide.
On March 20th, 2009, officers from the East Palo Alto Police Department responded to the 2200 block of Addison Street for reports of shots fired. Officers arrived on scene and located a victim in the driveway of the residence, later identified as William Sandoval. Mr. Sandoval had been shot multiple times and died at the scene. At this point, we have minimal information as to who the suspects are. We know that the suspects fled in a vehicle, and at this point, they remain outstanding.
Thank you. So here to talk to us about William Sandoval, to tell us what kind of a person he was, are his family members. We have with us today his wife, Margarita Sandoval. We have his daughter, Jocelyn Sandoval, and we have his mother, Senora Linda Sandoval. Thank you all for being here with us and working as an interpreter, assisting us as Patricia Neme, and thank you very much for assisting us in interpreting for Senora Sandoval and for Margarita.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me here.
So thank you all first for joining us on Make the
Gracias
Call.
por estar aquí.
You're welcome.
And let me say, though, that we have always had as guests adult members of the family and adult friends of the victims. Today, Jocelyn is with us, and she is 11 years old. She is here because she insisted upon participating in this program. She wanted to be here to talk about her dad. So with her mother's permission, Jocelyn has joined us. And Jocelyn, I think it's very brave of you to be here. So thank you.
You're welcome.
So let me start first with a question to Senora Sandoval and to Margarita. How did you find out about William's death?
Margarita, ¿cómo se enteró de la muerte de su esposo William?
Yo estaba doblando ropa en la casa cuando alguien llamó a la puerta, tocó.
I was doing some laundry at home when somebody knocked the door at home.
Él dice si estaba mi esposo adentro y yo le dije no. Entonces yo corrí para afuera, no sé ni por qué, porque no me habían dicho lo que había pasado.
They were asking for my husband, and I answered that my husband wasn't at home. So suddenly I felt that I needed to run outside. Without knowing why, I started running outside the house.
Corrí y mucha gente miré y no lo miraba a él, preguntaba por él y gritaba y preguntaba.
And I saw my
siempre.
house surrounded of people, and I couldn't find him, and I was asking around, where was my husband, where's my husband?
Nadie me contestaba, nomás se me quedaban mirando y cuando yo miré para el suelo vi que estaba él.
So nobody answered where my husband was, and when everybody was looking at me with astonishment, and when I looked at the floor, I saw my husband lying down on the floor.
I know this is very hard for you,
Yeah.
and if you can just tell us anything else you want to tell us about that moment when you saw him.
Yo sé que esto es muy difícil para usted, pero si usted nos puede explicar qué más pasó en ese momento.
Cuando yo llegué y lo vi que estaba tirado en el suelo, yo lo quería levantar y mi suegra iba detrás de mí corriendo también.
So when I saw he was lying in the floor, I wanted just to pick him up and hug him, and my mother-in-law was following me.
Yo me levanté y yo gritaba y pedía ayuda. Agarré el celular y me puse a llamar a la ambulancia porque no había ni una ambulancia.
So I saw that everybody was looking, but there was nobody, no doctors, nothing. So I reacted quickly, and I got my cell phone, and I called the ambulance to come and help us.
Senora Sandoval, I know this is muy difícil, but can you tell us how you learned about your son's death?
Señora, ¿usted cómo se enteró de la muerte de su hijo?
Lo mismo que estaba yo ahí, yo abrí la puerta cuando llegó
I
una
was-
persona y dijo que había una balacera allá abajito y que si estaba ahí mi hijo.
I was the one who actually opened the door when they knocked at home, and they were looking for my son, and then we found him dead in the floor.
And Jocelyn, how did you find out about your dad?
Well, I heard my mom screamed, and so I went running towards her, and then I saw him on the floor, and I ran towards him, and I was saying, "Dad, are you okay? Are you okay, Dad?" He didn't answer.
And Margarita, were you pregnant at that time?
Margarita, ¿estaba
Yes,
usted embarazada?
Sí, sí, me faltaban 22 días para que la bebé naciera cuando él lo mataron.
When he died, 22 days after that day, I gave birth to my daughter.
And what is your daughter's name?
Catherine Pilar.
Catherine. What will you tell your daughter about her dad?
¿Qué le va a decir usted a su hija cuando crezca sobre su esposo?
Pues que era el mejor padre que ella pudo haber tenido, aunque no lo estuvo con él, pero yo siempre le voy a hablar bonito de él porque es lo que es para ella siempre.
I'm going to tell my daughter that was the best father she could have had because he was expecting her with love, although she will never meet him.
Right.
That was the best father she could have had.
Jocelyn, you have a birthday coming up, right?
Yeah.
And you're not going to have a birthday party.
No.
Why is that?
Well, because every year we celebrate my birthday,
Right.
but now this year we can't because he's not with me, and I'm gonna be sad.
I understand we have photographs of William. And as these photographs are shown to our audience, we'll be able to see them here. And I'd like you all, if you can, to tell us who's in the photographs and maybe what's happening in the photographs and when they were taken.
Vamos a ver unas fotos y por favor si podemos hablar sobre esas fotos.
So is that William?
Sí.
Yeah.
Ese
Okay.
es su
You can
esposo.
tell us. You can just say what's
Sí.
happening in the picture.
Díganos lo que ve en la foto.
Allí estoy yo a la par de él, pero no sale la otra parte.
I was sitting with him in that picture. I'm not in the
La mano
picture.
que está ahí es la mía.
My hand is holding him.
Let's see
My
the next
hand.
photo.
¿Qué es
Who's in
eso?
that photo?
Es en la casa donde vivía mi suegra, estábamos todos juntos porque había venido su hermano de El Salvador, el que está de camisa
Okay.
anaranjada.
The person that is wearing an orange T-shirt is my William's brother that was just arriving from El Salvador. So that's in my mother's-in-law house, and we were celebrating the arrival of my brother-in-law.
And?
¿Qué es esto?
Sí, ese es un día cuando fue un 14 de febrero
That was
y él me dio flores como todos los años. Siempre me daba flores y era muy atento conmigo, era el mejor.
that was Valentine's Day. He was a very good husband. He always gave me flowers.
And this is William and Margarita again?
¿Estos son
Sí.
ustedes dos?
Okay.
Sí,
Let's see the next one.
sí.
And who is that?
¿Quiénes son ellos?
Who's that?
It's me, my cousin, and my dad, and we was hugging each other. And my mom took that picture that time.
Sounds like your dad really loved his family. Is that right? He
Yeah.
loved family.
Yeah.
And who is that? Who is that?
That's my grandma, my brother, and me, and my mom, and my dad. And we took a picture together because my grandma came from El Salvador, and we wanted a picture with her.
Wow, it's a wonderful picture. And what's that? What's happening there?
And at that time was his birthday.
De
It
tu
was
papá.
and my dad's birthday, and we were celebrating his birthday.
Wow.
And that was my brother's graduation when he passed preschool,
Right.
and so he was there for him.
It's wonderful.
And that's when it was my my
That's
cousin's my birthday.
It's your
And-
birthday.
Yeah, and my dad is holding my cousin, and we're celebrating my birthday. And there we're at Raising Waters, and my dad is with my brother.
Sounds like you had a lot of fun with your dad.
Yeah, and that's my cousin with my dad, and they're happy that they're because it was playing together.
It's a wonderful photo.
Yeah,
It's a wonderful picture.
and there
Disney.
it was Disneyland, and
Wow.
he always take us to good places. So we went to Disneyland and last year, and this
What's
is
that?
that's Lake Tahoe, and we're playing in the snow.
Wow.
And
And
when
that
we-
one?
that's church and a lot of people was around him,
Right.
and they was like praying and singing songs.
So I ask this of all of you. There were people at the scene who saw what happened and who know who killed William. So if those people are watching this program, what is it you want to say to those people right now? If you could say anything to them, if they're the ones that haven't come forward yet.
¿Había gente en la escena ese día cuando William fue asesinado?
Mucha gente.
Por
mucha.
favor, si ustedes pueden decirle a esa gente algo, que diga algo para resolver este crimen, ¿qué le diría?
Yo le diría a esos que dicen que eran sus amigos que por favor digan a la policía la información que ellos tienen porque ellos son los principales testigos que ellos pueden aclarecer dónde están esos culpables.
I am asking, please, to the people that witnessed the murder of my husband, say something to the police. This is the only way we can clarify why he was dead.
Senora Sandoval, algo?
¿Qué le podría decir, señora Sandoval, a la gente que sabe y no dice nada?
Que por favor colaboren, porque no era un animal el que ha muerto. Ha muerto mi hijo, que era un gran hombre. No es porque sea mi hijo. Él era un buen padre, un buen hijo, un buen amigo, porque daba la vida por otro.
Please, if somebody can say something, the person that is dead is my son. It's not just an animal that they killed. They killed a human being, an outstanding human being. Please say something.
And Jocelyn.
I will say, if you are the one who killed my dad, or saw him who killed my dad, I will say, please, could you call, because I love him a lot and he's my dad and I miss him so much.
Thank you all for talking to us. I know this was very difficult for you. Lo siento mucho for your loss. Thank you. No one could say it better than these family members. Please, please make the call if you have any information about the murder of William Sandoval.